One of the things that drives me is to go down the rabbit hole of understanding how power grids worked, and basically to cover power like we cover other commodities like oil, natural gas, grains, metals, you name it. I'm Naureen Malik, a reporter on the Power and Climate Crisis team at Bloomberg News. I became a reporter by accident. I grew up in DC, so I thought I would end up in government somehow. But I went to journalism school to step outside of my box and my comfort zone to understand how to become a better writer, to ask questions, and it just sort of stuck. The story for which I won this award is about how the largest US grid was on the brink of blackouts during a swift-moving winter storm in December 2022. I was on this personal mission to find out what failed, what power plants, was there a trend, talking to traders, analysts, the grid operators trying to get any information. When we did get access to data, we found out that the newest power plants were amongst the biggest failures. These were power plants built in the last decade, and yet they had these vulnerabilities both to cold weather and to natural gas fuel supplies being cut off. Having our findings out there helped create a more nuanced conversation. People would not have looked at it in that way that we did. Our story helped push that forward. I feel like work like this gives you purpose because you're making a difference. You're shedding light on something that we would have never known about. I was drawn to commodities because it is fundamental to our lives. Now, electricity has just been taken for granted for so long. Like, we just flip the switch and the power turns on, and that's becoming a bigger challenge. And so there needs to be more scrutiny to understand what are the problems and what are the potential solutions and what are the costs to people. So we have to figure out these pieces now so that the consequences don't get worse.